Andrew.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
what's up?
Andrew.
Not much. How's it going, guys?
Good.
It's going good.
Okay, one thing I saw in the chat that was funny, Royce is Alpha from Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Royce is totally alpha.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, going back to what you were saying about that whole women in the PS4 thing
Yeah.
that was on Kotaku.
Yeah.
I actually looked into it a bit. It's kind of a weird situation.
Okay, wait.
'cause
What exactly was on Kotaku?
Well, a couple things. They were critiquing that ad about the Vita where it was like the woman in the black dress and she had a pair of breasts on her back for like that touch thing on the back of the Vita. Be like, oh, now it's double the fun because you can touch it on the back, and
That's sexist.
That was kind of
But that was something. That wasn't an ad here, and that was in Europe, right? Or was it a real ad?
I don't even know.
See, nobody knows if that's a real ad. I don't know
So
if it is.
you can't.
Okay,
But it wasn't. Regardless, it
that
wasn't
was in
here.
the gray area. We've sorted.
Great area support.
The other one was like people were just complaining. Oh, there were no women on the keynote. But the thing is, I think I looked it up. The IDGA says there's like less than 15% women in the video game industry, like as of right now. So it's just coincidence that there's just going to be more dudes. It's not like
That was my.
statistics.
It's not really coincidence as much as it is the numbers.
That was my point. Well, no coincidence that the games that were ready to be shown at that PS4 press conference were, developed by mainly men.
Yeah.
Okay,
But maybe PS5 it'll be different.
in Girl, there'll be a move where you can put makeup on, and then for a certain amount of time, all the enemies are weaker because they're attracted to you. Just had that idea. Sorry,
man.
that's unrelated.
Oh man.
Girl is gonna rule.
Is that a real game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not yet, but it's
Oh, okay.
it's in development.
Sorry, my hair.
That's
That's a weird thing.
But yeah, you make a good point about
sit on my
there's
hair.
just less girls working in the industry.
There was a neat thing on Twitter a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was a couple months ago. Anyway, it was like number one reason why, and it was like a call for like women in the video game industry to be like number one reason why you don't like working in the video game industry. And Mariel actually had a couple that made me think. She talked about it sucked how she would be at a convention or an expo and people would come up to her thinking that she was the developer's girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can speak for that. That
sucked.
has multiple times happened, even with us. We've been at events where she'd be with us, and I remember I'll never forget going to the Spike TV VGAs, and a guy said, "Oh, hey, Mega64, hey, what's going on?" To all of us, turning to her and going, "So are you just like the girlfriend, or?"
Oh.
Like, immediately, I mean, said like that was the first thing I was like, wow.
But is that?
Just someone
tough.
socially awkward.
It's tough because I don't want to say that it's indicative of the industry.
No.
Because I don't think it's fair to be like to have like this big broad scope thing of like, well, here's what's wrong with the industry. Some people are just fucking stupid.
Oh, it's stupid, yeah.
And say that.
But I think that's what Mariel was saying. She wasn't making a broad thing. It was just a pet peeve.
Yeah,
because that's
yeah,
happened to her a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever. That's
Well,
a pet
I mean,
peeve.
my eyes
don't think
were
that's
open. My eyes were opened when we went to E3 and saw the first Assassin's Creed behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Yeah.
the lead producer who showed us the demonstration of the game
Yeah.
was female, and I didn't realize it until afterwards. Like, oh, she was the producer and developer of the game.
Yeah, I mean, well, people at home will know who she is. Jade Raymond. It
Yeah.
was Jade
Oh, yeah.
Raymond. We weren't familiar with her. And yeah, and it was the I mean, that was everyone's thought was, who's this girl that got to show the
Wow,
game?
she knows a lot about the game.
I mean,
Yeah,
that got
made
me,
it.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's that does prevail throughout the industry. It's true. Sometimes people are just stupid. And when Mariel brought that up, I think more often than not, it's just that there's just stupid people.
The
there.
difference,
but
the difference
it does happen.
The difference being, when we met Jade Raymond for the first time, we didn't go, oh, hey, does this pay nice to get to dress up pretty and show off these games?
Yeah.
Like we weren't arrogant
Yeah,
assholes.
we held our tongue until after she was gone.
Yeah, we walked out and
And then we
said,
asked,
"Can
hey,
you
why was
believe
she
it?"
showing the game off?
No, but it is just by the numbers, they're very women are very much not as prevalent. I just don't know. I don't know if there was any deliberate move of the Sony thing. I really don't. I guess, I mean, I guess it's one thing to ask why weren't there any women at the PS4 keynote, but I feel like you should ask the bigger question of why aren't there more girls at those things just always.
Yeah.
I don't see why we single out that one, you know.
Because if somebody was like that competent high up at Sony, they would be doing the keynote no matter like what they look like or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is too is a lot of times they are afraid to do anything that they know what might not work, and I think this sounds really really lame to bring up. But I know someone out there had the conversation about. Do you guys remember the Nintendo keynote?
Yeah.
From like 2007 or 8,
With the lady
where the
talking about
woman
her
came
kids.
out.
Oh, the one with the mom and like she was in the cast or
but
something.
Hey, that's her. That's that one woman.
Yeah,
That was a terrible keynote, but that was
If
her.
it was the same guy talking about how, my kids will love. I don't.
Yeah.
here to
Like,
talk about-
I got a skiing injury. Can you believe it? I've had the worst weekend. It would be just as bad. But I guarantee someone behind closed doors at some point doing a keynote has had that conversation. Well, we brought Margaret out and that didn't do well. And it's like, man, I just have a feeling that happened.
She did the keynote in a cast.
No, she just talked about.
Do you not remember that?
I don't.
She talked about.
I'm always at
We
work.
had Rocco's mom be her, and
I remember the video we parodied.
That
we
was
parodied, but I didn't actually. Whenever these keynotes happen, I'm at work, so I've like never watched any of them live. I just look at highlights.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So that was really. She talked a lot about her family,
kids?
and to the point where it's like, okay, we got to get to the games.
They should do a keynote, and it's hosted by a mech. And it's like
Keep it
firing.
neutral.
It's like firing rockets off and like lasering the audience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then, thank you for attending the keynote.
No, it should have a female voice.
And it like opens up, and then a chick steps out.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's like a repeat of Metroid, just blow people's minds. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I was a
Yeah.
chick the whole
But-
time.
Samus reveal.
It's not even like what you would consider an especially hot chick. It's just like,
Sarah Palin.
it's whoever built the robot. We'll get some super intelligent
Yeah,
chick to build the
yeah.
robot herself.
Well, if it's anything like what's the chick, Lufio? From
Or we'll
Chrono
get Sarah
Trigger?
Palin. That
Yeah,
would be rad.
Lufia.
What is it?
Luca?
Luca. Yeah.
Lufia was a game.
Yeah. But Luca was pretty hot.
Lufia
She
is
built
what I
Robo.
scrub myself with.
Lufio, she builds a robot and then she goes, "Wow, I did it! Lufio, Luffy." Oh, the robot's first word.
Argo just won Best Picture.
Oh,
Did no
I
shit.
gotta take that home.
Crap.
Damn. Well, it's gone.
Fuck! Andrew's real disappointed.
What?
Kevin took it.
Oh.
Who's left here?
I
I was
was
disappointed
disappointed.
because it's
I
kind
don't
of
think
like
that was
I
the
forget
best
the
picture
who
of
was
the year.
I think the president at the time, Jimmy Carter, was just like,
my desk.
oh hey, it kind of sucks about the movie where like the Canadians did like 90% of the planning and Hollywood just ignored that and rewrote history. Thanks guys, but it's to be expected.
What's to be expected?
Just the film industry, just making stuff more entertaining. It's fine.
Well, that's Sean really liked that.
I disagree. It's not fine. It's bullshit.
Was Argo not true to what
it-
actually happened
make it
or something?
dull.
Is there a conspiracy about that?
Who fucking cares? They got out, didn't they?
Everyone was safe.
Argo's a movie about making a movie. Who cares?
I don't
Think
even
I'm gonna
remember
let somebody
what
else
were
get
the
on.
other
Thanks, guys.
nominees? Thank you.
What happened?
The other nominees. Sorry, Andrew. Thank you for your call, and I hope you don't take it personally when I yell "Who cares" about Argo.